all you wonderful quilters. It's Cathy with True Cotton Company. We're located in central Indiana. Look in the description box down below and you can find all the information to the shop. But welcome to my little sewing room today. We're sewing at home with me. This is, I know, a little bit messy, but that's my creative mind. It is a little messy, but it's a cute little room. And we're at my little long arm, a baby lock cornet. If you watch the Stars Surround video, I showed how to quilt on a sit-down machine. So today I'm going to show the way I learned how to do ruler work quilting, which was on this little long arm once I got it, and I bought it used. Then this is when I learned to do ruler work, and since then I've been trying to learn on a domestic machine. But this is certainly where I'm the most comfortable. And we're going to be using the Joan ruler from Silly Moon Quilting Company, and we don't have this one in the shop right now. Kelly sent this to me as a sample to try out, and it's a really great ruler. And if you're all interested, let me know and we can pick it up. And then for my spacing, I'm using Charming, because I started using Charming for this, and it gets too small up here, which is when I pulled Joan out, but most of my spacing's been based on Charlie. And this is our Wednesday Adams quilt, and I'm trying to add that curved design that's in the quilt. And so to start quilting, I just pull up my bobbin thread. And I know we're working black on black in a lot here, and I do a few locking stitches. And then I just try to center this ruler I'm eyeballing. Nothing needs to be perfect with this. We are doing a spider web. We just want things to curve outwards. And so you just follow along, and this is really nice because it's a little more like how you draw. And then I use Charming to line up and come along in that seam, and then I line the ruler back up, eyeballing center, and then just come back around. I do have a ruler base underneath here that gives me this solid surface to hold the rulers on, and I have my ruler foot on. This is actually a Surefoot. That adds a little extra safety when quilting. And then here I can use the back line here and kind of make sure I'm lined up, and that will then let me line this up and just follow along. And it's really fun and quick. And the key really is you want to hold this firmly, but you don't want to hold it super tight. You want to make sure you can move the ruler base and underneath here. So it's a firm yet gentle pressure. And I am using black thread to add that black that's in the stained glass look of the window, because that was the design I was looking for. Got the threads were there. This I can use this center here now and line up a little better. We kind of use all the options we can, and you'll see it turns out beautiful. There is a little irregularity in some of the sides and the sizing, depending on how I've been lining up to how I can use different tools to line up. So certainly you don't need perfection when you're quilting. And then just move my hands over as this gets out even further. And now we're on this edge here going more straight. We still want to do those curves. And we'll bring this right around. And you can see just like that, we get a really nice design. I think it adds a lot of nice texture and gives that good look of the stained glass that they were working with. And so just like that, you can see we pretty quickly were able to get this piece quilted just along like that. I'll show you a little bit more of it. I just used this charming ruler, has a nice straight edge that you can use to stitch in the ditch, and so I'll use that. I just want to come over here and then I'd come down this long edge because I like to start at the bottom. Now you can do it your way. And you just follow along that line. And I've just been kind of eyeballing when I think this point would come over and come back down, just trying to get a fun curved pattern. And if things don't line up perfectly, you could mark with a chalk pencil and make sure everything lines up the way you want it to. For me, I like the little bit more freeform style look of it. Alright, so now I'll see if I can quilt along and kind of speed up the video and let you all get a look at how this quilting goes. This whole quilt, that's a nice little look. And to show you, if I had started using the Joan ruler, this has some really nice markings on it, actually etched into it. I would have based how far I moved apart based on these, but I was using the charming ruler to start with and it had this nice edge. So I've just continued on with using this as my size and using both of these rulers. It's been a really fun process. I really do enjoy the quality of these Silly Moon Quilting Rulers. Certainly thank you for watching today. Really appreciate you watching to the end. If you're sewing this week, do win that game of Bobbin Chicken. If you're enjoying the content we're doing, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you back next week. Have a great day. Bye.